All right, with that, I am going to call the NERI Building Committee dash OPM Subcommittee to order for Monday, June 26th, 2023. It is 7 p.m. I'm also going to note that this meeting was also posted for the NERI Building Committee, given that a quorum of that committee is also present here tonight. With that, the first order of business is approval of the OPM Subcommittee meeting minutes for Tuesday, May 16th. Were there any comments or questions on those? All right, I'm going to move that we approve those minutes as presented. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Andrew. Is there any further discussion? All right, we need a roll call vote on that. Andrew?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Denise?
Aye.
Roger? Roger? He's on mute. I'll vote aye, but Roger, can you hear us? You can all hear me, I'm assuming.
I'll text him. Hang on.
I lost
Roger.
you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I lost you for a second. It was my fault. I was trying to get audio.
Did you have any comments on the minutes?
I did not.
We have a motion on the table and we're doing roll call. So going to you for a aye or a nay.
Aye.
All right. So those are approved unanimously. The next item on the agenda is the actual review of the OPM submissions and scoring and a vote on finalists to bring forward for an interview, which are currently scheduled for Wednesday. At this time, I am going to recuse myself out of a true abundance of caution, given one of the firms that did end up submitting. There's a potential appearance of conflict. I could, based on a consult with the State Ethics Commission, have continued, but I don't think that would be justice to all of what we're trying to accomplish as a committee, especially sitting here as the chair. So I have coordinated with Denise, and she, as the vice chair of this subcommittee, is willing to continue and run the meeting. And I will obviously rejoin you for subsequent conversations based on wherever the outcome comes out. But I think I want to do what's right and make sure that there's not even close to an appearance of anything with this. And Denise has graciously volunteered to run the meeting and the rest of the meeting. So I will not be rejoining you. I'll be logging off of the Zoom. Andrew's going to be running the Zoom for this evening as well. Any questions before I depart? All right.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, Denise. Good luck. Thank you.
Good night, Jason.
Hi. So I think tonight, first, I'd like to thank all of the, on the record, all of the 9 companies that took the time to submit owners' project management proposals to our committee. Some of them did some very detailed work, and a lot of work went into it. So I want to thank everybody. The process that we were asked to go through according to the state building requirements is that each committee member was to rate each proposal in 11 different categories, which we all did from Friday afternoon till probably late this afternoon. Those have been given to Rebecca, our director of finance for the school system, and she is, as far as I understand, has correlated those. We did speak about bringing forward 3 different and shall we say scored highly companies to come in for an interview on Wednesday night. We will be doing that. We'll make that decision. We do have the latitude to bring in a 4th if we feel that the numbers are close and we think it's necessary to see 4 interviews versus 3. So I'm going to ask Rebecca to weigh in on how the outcome of all of our diligent work has transpired.
I'm just waiting, Andrew. I don't know if you have your ratings. I don't have those.
I just sent it to you.
Okay. All right. Do you want to while we're here, perhaps you could just read them off to me while.
Sure. Do you
so
want
that
to give you the score or the stack ranking?
If you could give me the total score,
Okay.
I'm just go in order. So if you could do Cruff.
60. Oh, so yeah, we just got on the list. 60, 81, 85, 68, 79, 76, 69, 63, and 71.
All right, just give me 1 minute to plug those
Becky,
in.
I'm just going to read them through. Jason, Andrew, I'm just going to confirm 60, 81, 85, 68, 79, 76, 69, 63, and 71.
I don't know if those were in the same order though.
Yeah, Becky, I don't think that's the same order by way of the alpha here.
Yeah.
Andrew, can you just read Kraft?
Yep.
What was your name? Sorry.
Kraft 60, answer 81,
P3.
P3 63.
I have it, Greg.
You have it, Becky?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So right now, let me just make sure that we're sorting this. So right now it appears that the highest rated firm is Vertex Companies at 92.86. Next on the list is Skanska USA Building at 89.71. After that, Hill International at 89.14. Then Collier's Project Leaders at 88.43. Answer Advisory at 8.86. Turner and Townsend Heary at 82.29. Left Field at 81.71. P3 at 74.14. And then Cruff CPM at 57.57.
So the suggestion would be that we either decide on 3 or 4 candidates to bring in. We have a delta between 92 and 88, which is pretty close. So you have 82, 89, 89, and then 88. So I sort of would like to ask the committee if they think we should bring in just the top 3 or 4. That is our choice. And where they are so close, I want to ask the committee what they might like to do.
I think 4 makes sense. They're so close between 3 and 4. That's my opinion.
They are close. Mark?
Ambivalent. I'll go either direction.
Roger?
I would agree to bring the 4 in. I think they are close, and it did make sense to bring the 4 in because of that, I think.
Okay, good. So Becky, can we vote this as all 4, or do you want individual votes? Do you think it's necessary to have individual votes on each of the companies to bring them in?
I don't think it's necessary to have individual votes. Do you want us to share the screen so that everyone can see the ratings?
Sure, that would be good.
Can everyone see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, those four are so very close, the top four, that I think would be fair that we bring out four, and I agree with everybody. Any discussion? And I guess I'll look for a motion to bring in to a interview on Wednesday the top four candidates, which are Vertex, Skankis, Hill, and Collier. Do I have a second?
Second.
Or a motion, I should say, and then a second.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor? Andrew?
Aye.
Matt, Mark?
Aye.
Roger?
Aye.
And I vote aye. So 4-0 will bring in all of those four people. Becky, you'll let them know. Is that how that works?
Yes, I will. And we'll also be reaching out to their references in advance of our interviews as well.
Okay. Do we have enough time scheduled for all four of those?
We do. Actually, Keith, if you want to click on that second tab, I put together a tentative schedule. We had scheduled our meeting from 3 to 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought if we had about 15 minutes to call the meeting to order and any other business that we needed to discuss, and then bring in firm one at 3:15, allow 40. It's a 40-minute time frame that we had included in our RFS, which is a 10-minute presentation and then 30 minutes of questions.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm allowing the exact 40 minutes with 5 minutes in between each firm for people to kind of have a little bit of a break if needed before we move on. We would conclude the interviews at 6:10 and then have from 6:10 till 7 for discussion.
Will you be sharing the references with us prior to that meeting?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions about Wednesday?
It's Mark. Could I make a suggestion?
Sure.
That we have four firms, that you just pick a name out of the hat and assign them to the first slot, the second name to the second slot. So we're not perceived as showing any favoritism to the last guy in that night.
Agreed.
Sure. I don't think there's a problem with that. Becky, can you do that?
Absolutely.
And then it won't look as if there is any, that we've given them any credence by point distribution.
Mm-hmm.
Although they all know because it's a public meeting, but that's a good idea. So I think we'll see everybody on Wednesday night, and I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Unless there's any other business.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Roll call vote. Andrew?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Roger?
Aye.
Aye. 4-0. So I guess we'll all see each other on Wednesday at 3 o'clock.
That's good.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
very
all
much.
the work, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you,
Thank
Becky.
you.
Becky,
Thank
thank you
Thanks,
for all your
Becky.
work.
Becky, thank you. That was a lot of work.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, absolutely true. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
See
Denise-
everybody Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
By the way, Denise, thank you for sending me that link. Although ultimately I actually got 3 copies, but you made me feel a lot less stressed out, because
Well,
I
I did
couldn't
it.
find it anywhere.
I did it immediately, but usually I'm the one that's technically challenged. So if I could do something and not feel technically challenged, I'm happy.
All right. Well, thanks again.
You're welcome. Have a
Bye.
good couple of days, everybody. Good night.
Thanks,
Good
everybody.
night.
Good night.